Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. So I think I said back in July, August time that what I wanted to do was upload 2 readings per month for each of the signs, and that's what I'm going to do because what we're now going to do is do the Gypsy Tarot as a love spread, and we're going to do the Celtic Cross, which I'm going to do for you today with clarifiers. Now, I'm doing it for this month as a mid-month reading, only because it's easier to do it that way. We're well into the month. We're on the 8th now that I'm recording this video, and it's for the videos for the 15th through to the 31st of August. Okay, so but from September you'll have 2 readings a piece, and you'll have them back to back. Okay, so Libra will have Gypsy Tarot love spread, and then general Celtic Cross. I will appear on the Celtic Cross usually, so I'll be talking to you through it. This month I'm showing you the cards, but I think I like to be on camera, and that's how I like to work, and it's the way that I always worked. Okay, so from next month I will be back on camera talking through the Celtic Cross, and the love spread, you'll just see the spread. Alright, I think that's a fair trade-off on these videos. Alright, so let's have a look at what's coming in for you guys mid-month, Libra. Right, so how we're going to do this reading, I'm using the Golden Tarot cards, these ones. I bought this deck a few months ago. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at, really pretty, really nice. I will sometimes use though the Rider-Waite, which I enjoy using the most out of all of the decks of cards that I've got. But I think for oh, let me just remove something here, because it looks unprofessional. Alright, so yeah, this is absolutely stunning, and I always use clarifiers anyway. I'm also using as clarifiers the After Tarot. Stunning deck of cards. I did buy another pack of these actually, Libra, in this form here, and it's with the booklet, but I prefer using it without the booklet because I find that the booklet just reiterates what the general meanings are anyway, and for me the After Tarot is showing what comes after the fact. So you can see on the cover you've got the 2 of Cups, and on the normal Rider-Waite what you have is 2 people clinking glasses, and with the 2 of Cups it's about a pledge and a promise and people who are interested in each other. But it's a very weak card within the tarot, because you can have that you'll meet someone in the 2 of Cups, but sometimes it can be just a date, or you know, you're getting to know someone, and sometimes that might not last. This is much more about 2 people who are really interested in each other, and there's a real kind of synergy going on here. So it's much more of a step forward. So it shows you what happens after. And I use these cards in the most likely outcome for the month, the immediate future, the influences coming in, your hopes and fears, and the overall outcome. Alright, so let's have a look. The rest of the clarifiers are used for the past and present, and they're used with the Golden Tarot. So without further ado, let's start drawing your cards for you. So Universe Spirit, show me what's happening mid-month with Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Mid-month, 15th to the 31st of July. Sorry, August. Well, Ace of Cups just flipped out, but I'm not taking that. I always put them back in, because the way that I was taught tarot is you put the cards back in because the universe is organising the cards for you. But just take a note of the Ace of Cups flipped out, and there could be love coming in for some of you guys. But this isn't essentially a love reading. Universe Spirit, what's coming in for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the month of August 2017. I only want to look at the next 2 weeks, 15th to the 31st of August. What's coming in for Libra? Show me Libra. What's coming in for Libra? Show me Libra. Show me Libra. Show me Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the last 2 weeks in August. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into 3, like so. We're going to collect it back up, like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to start laying the card. So the focus for the month is the Page of Wands. For some of you guys, this is a messenger. And usually when you get the Page of Wands, it's about a good message coming in. It's either a creative message about your career, or it's a good message concerning a friendship or love or that type of thing. Sometimes this can be about travelling, maybe somewhere hot. But the Page of Wands essentially is a card about taking a new direction, and that new direction, Libra, is either a creative direction you're taking, or it can be that you are looking towards doing something, taking a risk. It's about enthusiasm. So when you get the Page of Wands, it's all about laughter and jokes and enthusiasm and excitement. He's like the Fool in a way, the Page of Wands. The Page as a character in the tarot is a young boy who's quite mischievous, and he's very, very curious. So there might be something that you're looking into in the month of in the last 2 weeks of August. Some of you, it might be travel. Some of you, it might be a new creative path. Some of you might be aiming for stardom, for example, which the Page of Wands can be. Some of you, it might even be a child potentially, because you've got this card here. What's your challenge, or what's the crossing card? What's influencing this? Well, the Five of Coins. So some of you guys, it might be financial instability that might be influencing a new path forward, which is why the focus for the month will be on the Page of Wands. So for some of you guys, you might be searching for a new job, for example, with this card. You might be looking for a new direction. But the Page of Wands isn't a money card, okay? The Page of Wands is all about, because it's wand energy, so it's about motivation and enthusiasm and excitement and intuition, change as well. So I think because of maybe financial instability, you guys, the focus with the Page of Wands will possibly be to head in some new direction. It could also be with the Five of Coins. It's not just financial instability. It means that you're leaving a place. So for some of you guys, it might be, when you get the Five of Pentacles, you can be leaving a building. You might be leaving a work building, for example, with this Five of Pentacles, and you might be looking to do something more creative, especially if you work in the corporate world, because remember, Pentacles represent money, materialism. They can also represent sort of working in corporate environments. But this is essentially a card that shows people who are leaving something. It's not just about financial instability. It's literally about leaving a situation, walking out of a situation, which is why the focus might be on taking a new, more exciting, enthusiastic direction in your life with this Page of Wands. What's the underlying reason for this, though? Well, you've got the Nine of Coins, so it might be money, all right, because you've got two coin cards here, all right? For some of you guys, it might be, because the Nine of Coins is also a card that shows a place of residence where you're living as well. This can also be a card that represents a holiday destination or relaxation, because it shows that when people are doing a bit of recuperation, so they're going, they're getting pampered and they're going for massages and that type of thing. So this can be a place where you're going to as well. And it might be some of you guys are looking to go on holiday, because you've got this Nine of Coins and then you've got this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands can be traveling to a new destination. The Nine of Coins might be somewhere that's, you can get a bit of relaxation, do a bit of recuperation. It's a nice card to get for some of you, and that's why the crossing card being the influence is the Five of Coins. It might be that you need to leave something that's unstable. You're going somewhere else. But they are money cards essentially. So the underlying reason for this Page of Wands might be money. It might be your earnings, for example. All right. Some of you guys might be working from home, for example. Nine of Coins can show somebody who works from home or runs their own business. It might be that the challenge is money, all right, unstable finances, and it might be that you're looking to take a new direction with that, Libra. Let's have a look at the recent past for you guys. Well, the Fool, there you go. You've been looking at new beginnings and fresh starts. So I definitely feel that there's some fresh starts you guys have been looking at. The Fool is about a new beginning, a fresh start, taking a leap of faith, jumping into the unknown, that type of thing. The most likely outcome for the last 2 weeks in August, wow, you've got the Nine of Cups. Things are happening, and they're happening for the best. You've got the Nine of Coins saying that this is good. Whatever it is that you're aiming for with these cards, the most likely outcome is you're going to get it. Because the Nine of Coins is a wish fulfilled. It's emotional satisfaction. It's feeling happy as well with the Nine of Coins energy. It's satisfaction. Coming in will be you've got some amazing cards. Wheel of Fortune shows up. There's something that's changing here. It might come in out of the blue, but the Wheel of Fortune shows up. I don't want to give any false hope on anything, because the Wheel of Fortune can also be a card that says something turns for good or not so good, because it's a neutral card, and that's in the upright. All right, it doesn't have to be in the reverse at all. For me, in a way, with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it's about things that are not coming to us. So it's about stagnation of luck or stagnation of change. But in the upright, it's always turning, and that can be for good or bad. But so far, it looks really good. You might have some luck coming in here, a lucky break. You guys right now, while you're the Five of Swords, all right, You might be in some form of a dispute, but the Five of Swords essentially is a card that says there's a, you know, if you look at this person here, and what I always find interesting about this Five of Swords card here is that this person here, they're not like the the Five of Swords on the Rider Waite, where this person here would usually be looking quite smug at a situation. It's not like that for this person. This person's won something and they're just looking at it as a futile victory, really. They've got what they wanted and now they're not bothered. So it might be that there is a sense of, and I always look at this one on the Golden Tarot as being having something but no longer wanting it, and the boredom of it, which it looks like this person won the battle and now they're not really bothered. All right, so there's no victory. There's a certain futility, I think, that you guys are feeling in a situation at the moment. It's almost like you have something but it's no longer of use to you. You've got it, so you don't need it anymore. You sent it. I think this is you guys here, the Third Swordsman. The root energy is the Nine of Coins, and the Nine of Coins can also be being in a gilded cage. So some of you guys, it might be that with what you've got at the moment, there is a sense of boredom, because the Nine of Coins can mean, well, I've got everything, but actually I'm a little bit bored with it, because it's just making me feel like I'm in a gilded cage. There's no excitement with that. And that might be why you're looking for a new beginning in the recent past. You're looking for a fresh start. Because of the Five of Pentacles being the crossing card, it might be something to do with financial instability, but it also might be the need to leave somewhere and go out there on your own, even though you don't know. The two, to me, with the Fool and the Five of Coins, the synergy between both cards is about looking for that fresh start and going out into the unknown, even though you don't know where you're going. And that's why the focus is on new beginnings. Pages represent new beginnings as well. All right, this is about taking a new direction, a new exciting path in which you should achieve this. It should bring you a lot more happiness coming in with this Nine of Cups. Wheel of Fortune is coming in, all right, for you guys the last 2 weeks of August. There's a change coming. It looks exciting, potentially, with the Wheel of Fortune. Hopefully what follows, it looks good, because we'll get clarifiers with this. What you'll experience coming in is the Four of Swords, taking a break, the need to rest, the need to recuperate, some form of healing coming in here with the Four of Swords. Could be after this change that's happening. Remember, we've got a major here, and when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it shows a major change coming in. Your hopes will be for the Tower, I feel, and the Tower, I feel, is your hope, because the Tower is about a complete and utter change of something. When the Tower shows up, it's about an expelling or an expulsion of a situation. It does represent a major shift, so I think that your hopes are for a major shift in the last 2 weeks of August. And what's the outcome? You've got the King of Wands here showing up in the outcome, which is really nice for you, okay? So this is about ambition and motivation. Again, it can be travel, but it's also taking a new spiritual journey and a new spiritual path when you've got this King of Wands energy. It's also about going for something, having the confidence. I think that you've needed to recuperate here, and I think that this has given you, probably with the King of Wands energy, Libra, a new sort of enthusiasm. I mean, I think that you're absolutely dedicated to something here. I mean, we can see the Page of Wands, and everything with this card here spans out. So when you get the central card, it spans out, it affects everything else. So everything around this is as a result of this. So as a result of this with the Page of Wands, you guys are the Five of Swords. So this is what's influencing this, this is what's influencing this, and this is what's influencing this. And everything around this is sort of just the outcome from this, because it spreads out like a branch with the Celtic cross. You guys, I think there is a level of boredom going on here. I think you have something. I think you've won something. I think you've achieved something, because the Five of Swords is also a card about achievement. So I think you achieved something and now you're bored with it, or you're lacking some interest in it. Now it just becomes almost futile. It's just like getting a new pair of shoes and thinking, wow. And then you wear it a couple of times. You're like, oh, well, I think I'll put it in the back of the wardrobe because it's no longer new. And as a result of that, I think that you're following a new path here. You're enthusiastic for something else with this Page of Wands. Because the Nine of Coins, and I think the Nine of Coins, it could be to do with money. It could be that you want to achieve some form of financial independence, potentially. For some of you guys, it will be being in the gilded cage. But as a result of this in the recent past, you have been looking at fresh starts and new beginnings. Because your crossing card, the influence is either money, instability, especially if the root cause is needing more money with this, and needing to feel more independent here with this. Or it could be, you know, that you're leaving somewhere. The influence is leaving somewhere with the Five of Coins, perhaps because you're feeling that gilded cage, which is why you're looking at some exciting new directions, developments with this Page of Wands. Best case scenario, most likely outcome, you're going to get it. You've got this Knight of Cups. It shows wishes coming true. It shows feeling complete and utter emotional satisfaction, but it also shows achievement. You've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in the next 2 weeks of August. This is bright new changes, it's exciting new changes, it's a turn perhaps for the better, in which what you'll experience is some peace and the ability to relax on a situation here with the Four of Swords. Your hopes will be to tear down what has been and rebuild something new with the Tower, and the outcome shows you guys feeling a lot more confident and motivated to move forward. We're going to get some clarifiers on this and see if we can open up the reading for you. So let's have a look at why Libra is the Five of Swords. Why is Libra the Five of Swords in the next 2 weeks of August? Why is Libra the Five of Swords in the next 2 weeks of August? Why is Libra the Five of Swords in the next 2 weeks of August? Show me. Well, it's because of the Lovers. This might be a relationship. These readings aren't meant to turn into relationship readings because you've already got one up. But if it does, it does. A lot of readings that I've done so far for the signs aren't relationships with other people, romance. They're working situations or family situations or dispute situations, that type of thing. But it could be that you have conquered something here, because to me this Five of Swords shows somebody who's conquered something and they're no longer interested in it. And it might be because of a love situation, it could be because you have to make a choice, but it might be is the Lovers, it might be a love situation going on here, because the root issue is the Nine of Coins. And let's have a look at why the root issue is the Nine of Coins. Because of the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the root issue is with the Nine of Coins, as I've said, it could be something financial, yes, because this can easily be a partnership as well. Lovers isn't just about love, it's about partnerships and connections. Alright, it might be that you're bored with something because you've been given a choice to make here with the Lovers, but it's essentially, it can be a love relationship. Alright, because you've got this Nine of Pentacles here being the root issue. Alright, and the Nine of Pentacles can also be, if this is a love situation, it can be where you're in a relationship that's not committed. So it might be that this is a non-exclusive relationship with the Nine of Pentacles, and that's because of the Knight of Swords. Is somebody always coming in and out of your life? Knight of Swords individuals show people that come in and they come out. They conquer and then they defeat and they go off. Alright, so it could be that because you guys are, Five of Swords shows somebody who, is bored. They've conquered something, they no longer want it. They're not bothered. They're looking at futility. Well, what was the point in that? And that's because of the Lovers. I think this might be a relationship thing. We'll explain it in a couple of ways maybe. But there might be something of a relationship going on here that either somebody's become bored of, and I think if somebody, and Libra, this would be you, because you're Swords. So maybe you have conquered something here, and that's because of the Lovers. It looks like there's boredom here. It could be a relationship with the Lovers energy. The root energy is the Nine of Pentacles. Are some of you feeling in a gilded cage in a relationship? You're not getting what you want. You're in an exclusive relationship. It's not particularly committed. Is that because with the Knight of Swords, somebody keeps coming in and out of your life? Remember, Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, they can show people who are enthusiastic. They're quick to rush in, but they're also quick to rush out as well. In the recent past, you guys have been the Fool, or experienced the Fool, and this is a fresh start. And let's have a look why you've got the Fool in your recent past. Because of the Hanged Man. Alright, so I think that you guys have been looking for a new beginning in a situation. Alright, and that's because something seems with the Hanged Man to be put on hold. It seems to be held in suspense. So it might be that some of you guys have been waiting for something here, and it's not coming forward. Sometimes the Hanged Man can mean that you are letting go of something, but it could also be that you're looking for a new beginning because this person's too relaxed. Hangman means sometimes when somebody doesn't really care. I mean, it's just, this can definitely represent a person that shows that they don't care. They're not particularly interested. They're kind of relaxed about anything. There's no sense of urgency with anything. This guy's not wriggling to get off the tree. He's just kind of like, well, okay, whatever. So sometimes this can be somebody who's just far too relaxed, especially if it's a Knight of Swords that keeps coming in and out of your life. Let's have a look at why the crossing card or stroke challenge is the Five of Coins. Why is the crossing card challenge for the last 2 weeks in August the Five of Coins? Let's have a look. because of the Seven of Coins. Some of you guys have been waiting for something here. Alright, because this Seven of Coins means that you're waiting. So it could be the Five of Coins is the challenge or the crossing card. Because some of you guys, it might be that there's this instability in a relationship or you're looking to leave it because you're waiting around with that Seven of Coins, potentially. Alright. It can also be financial instability. Maybe you're waiting for something to come through with that Seven of Coins energy here. That's why the focus for the month will be on the Page of Wands. And let's have a look at why the focus for the last 2 weeks in August 2017 is the Page of Wands for Libra. Because of the Hermit. I think you've done a lot of self-reflection, and what you're looking to do is go on a new introspective path. So I think that you've withdrawn from something here. Alright, we do have the Hermit energy here, and the Hermit is about withdrawal, but it's not. Sometimes it's where you withdraw inside. So it might be that you've sought some introspection. It looks like you want to go on a new journey here. You're enthusiastic to explore something else with this Page of Wands because of the Hermit. Is it somebody that withdrew from you, or is it that you're needing to go on some new kind of journey that you're looking for here? Because that's what the Hermit is. The Hermit is where you seek. Both cards, Hermit and Page of Wands, are similar in the way that they're both seeking something new. They're both seeking answers. So I think that you're seeking answers here for the last 2 weeks of August. Let's have a look with the After Tarot why you've got the Nine of Cups coming in as the most likely outcome. Why is the Nine of Cups through the After Tarot the most likely outcome for Libra in the last 2 weeks of August? Why is the Nine of Cups the most likely outcome for Libra in the last 2 weeks of August? Show me. Well, because of the Queen of Coins. Queen of Coins shows stability, security with finances. Alright, it shows that you're, I don't know whether this is a financial thing, but I think that the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, as it is, you can see that this person is holding a pentacle up, and what she's doing is she's looking at a new potential. So I think that you guys are probably looking at a new potential here with this Queen of, but it shows that what the best case scenario is that you're going to have a wish come true, and that's because of the Queen of Coins energy. It could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus person is around you with this energy showing up here. It could also represent that you're looking at a new potential because she holds up this coin. Remember, the Ace of Coins is also about pure potential. So she's holding up, she's already got the potential in her hand. So she's looking at the coin and she's saying, well, what can be developed from this? And we do see that you guys are seeking something new, I feel, here in the centre of the reading. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome is you're going to get what you want. Because you've got this new potential, you've got something new to focus on with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Pentacles, yes, they are money, but they're also experiences that we go through in life, because it's the reality of a lot of a situation. Let's have a look at why you've got the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Why is the Wheel of Fortune showing up? Why is the Wheel of Fortune showing up in the immediate future, in the last 2 weeks of August for Libra? Show me. Wow. There is some cleansing coming in here with the star. You can see on this star energy, it represents somebody's cleansing. Alright, so it seems to me there's a good changes coming in, and I think it's based on the stars. Something that you have wanted to wash away is literally being cleansed with that star card. Because you can see on the After Tarot, it's no longer about, when you get star cards, the original star card, yes, it's about a wish being fulfilled. And you do have two sort of really good cards here together. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, some lucky changes coming in. But why is that? I think that you've encouraged this because you seem to be healing over something here. You're washing something away with the star energy. Let's have a look at why you've got the Four of Swords coming in. Why is the Four of Swords coming in for Libra in the last 2 weeks? And this is actually your card. Four of Swords is a Libra card, so this is you. Why is the Four of Swords coming in for Libra in the last 2 weeks of August? Show me. Because of the Emperor. So it shows you healing here. But it's because of the Emperor. Yes, it could be because of a person. It might be a father figure in your life. It might be somebody who brings peace to you, for example. But as you can see on this Emperor energy, this person is a little bit more relaxed about being too conventional. All right. So on the original Rider-Waite, you see somebody who sits like an emperor. All right. The emperors would never have. Well, an emperor might have a ram in front of him, but it just shows someone to me when I look at this particular card. Some of the cards aren't clear in what they're trying to say in the After Tarot. because he does have a ram here in front of him, and the ram is a sign of leadership. All right, but he's got the ram in front of him, and it just feels a little bit more relaxed. I think that some of you guys, it might be that there's a person around you. It might also be that there is healing coming in because you are starting to rebuild something here with the Emperor. The Emperor card represents putting things into order. So some of you guys might be starting to put something into order through wisdom and logic, for example. Your hopes will be for the Tower. Let's have a look at what your hopes are for the Tower. Let's have a look at why your hopes are for the Tower, Libra. Because of the Hierophant. And the Hierophant on this card shows an open book, an open scripture with this card. So it shows secrets that are being revealed, hidden knowledge coming out. So I feel that your hopes with the Tower is to complete. And some of you guys, it could be something about housing as well. Hierophants usually represent the keys to a new house. And the book is open as well. So it might be the Tower is you're hoping for a complete and utter change with this Tower energy. Might be something to do with property perhaps for some of you guys as well, with this Hierophant showing up, because the keys on the Hierophant can sometimes be the key to a new property, for example. All right. So, but also this is about wisdom coming out. The book is now open with this person. I can't remember on the original Hierophant whether the book was open or not, to be honest with you. I think he had the book turned in. Something is being revealed, something is being opened up. This person is showing scriptures to these two people here. All right, so this is about gaining new wisdom in a situation here as well with the Hierophant. It might also be because you're hoping for a complete and utter change. Maybe there's some information that comes to you guys, because Hierophants represent people who counsel and give information and advice. So it might be because some of advice, for example, some advice that's being given. Let's have a look at why the outcome is the King of Wands for you guys. Why is the outcome the King of Wands for Libra? Why is the outcome the King of Wands for Libra in the month of the last 2 weeks of August 2017? Well, because of the Three of Wands. And I think that you're feeling more confident with this King of Wands. I think that you're feeling more geared up to go. You're feeling more enthusiastic and ambitious for something. Also, both cards represent travel. So there might be some travel aspect going on here as well. Three of Wands is, but you know, when you're doing the Three of Wands as well, on this card, this person's launching something out there. Okay, and birds usually represent messengers as well. So it's almost like you're launching something in terms of communication here, which is why you'll experience the King of Wands. It might be somebody that's coming in, somebody that you're making some communication with that Three of Wands. It might be with the King of Wands, you guys, this is you, feeling more confident, more ambitious, more assertive here, because this shows assertiveness, the King of Wands, because you might be launching something new with the Three of Wands, or even letting something go. Let's have a look why we've got this Three of Wands and see if we can gain more clarity on this. Why is the Three of Wands showing up here? Why is the Three of Wands showing up here for Libra as the outcome? There you go, you got another Wheel of Fortune. Because of the Wheel of Fortune. Alright, it looks to me, it's a really good reading. It looks to me that you're launching something new, okay? And I think that this is because some positive changes have come in. Because you've got this King of Wands showing up in the outcome here. And this could be a person, yes, but it could also be that you guys are feeling far more assertive about a situation because you seem to be launching something new, and that's because of the Wheel of Fortune. All right, Wheel of Fortune is things that are coming in, things that are positive, changes for the better. Could also be something to do with travel. Wheel of Fortune can be a map, and this can be when you're traveling as well, and so can the King of Wands. So it might be something to do with travel. But let's go back through the reading again, Libra. I feel that you guys here, Five of Swords, I feel that you guys are feeling a sense of boredom in a situation. I think that, you know, you've conquered something, or somebody might have conquered you. I think there's a level of boredom going on here. And what's the reason for that? It might be in a relationship because you've got the Lovers. The root energy is the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys, it might be a money situation. I don't think it's money though, because you've got this Lover's energy showing here. I think some of you guys with this Nine of Pentacles, it might be that there is a sense of feeling in a gilded cage, a sense of non-movement in a way. The Nine of Coins is a nice card, but it can also show when you're on your own quite a bit. And that's because of the Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords. There might be somebody that comes in and out of your life quite regularly, for example, Libra. And it might be somebody who, you know, is not committed. Nine of Pentacles can be a card that shows somebody who is not particularly in an exclusive relationship. But this can also be where you are comfortable in what you're doing. The root energy shows comfortableness because you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So it shows financial gain, but that's because of the Knight of Swords. So I'm just trying to think about this combination here, because the root energy is showing the nine of coins, and it shows that you've attained something, but it might be because you did it quickly, because you've got the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords means unexpected or quickly. So I think what's going on here is there's boredom showing up here. You've attained something, you've achieved something. It could be in a love situation. It might be the Nine of Coins can also mean pleasure. So the root energy is that some of you guys might have attained some form of pleasure, some form of, this is also the kind of sensuality as well, the Nine of Pentacles. Some form of comfort here on a material plan. And remember, the Pentacles aren't just about money. They're also about earthly pleasures. But it might be that it came quickly to you. And that's because of the Knight of Swords. It might have come quickly to you. And as a result of that, in the recent past, you've been seeing a new beginning, a fresh start. And why are you seeing a fresh start? Because maybe this thing stagnated with the Hanged Man. It looks like something stagnated. It looks like, because you're the energy is the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is a good card, but it also does show a level of stagnation. There's a lot of pleasure here in the Nine of Pentacles. So the root energy is pleasure, but that's because of the Knight of Swords. It looks like pleasure came quickly to you here to me. And as a result of that, what's happening is, and that could prove why you're kind of a bit bored here, because you achieved something, you conquered something, but it's because of the Lovers that you conquered this thing. No, I'm going to say boredom with this, because it looks like boredom. There's a futility that you guys are feeling in a situation, but that's because of the Lovers. It's because of the relationship. I don't think it's because of a choice that you made, because, it would just be like saying, well, I attained this and now I choose not to. So I think that this is something that's boring to you. I think that you guys might be feeling slightly bored with this Five of Swords. It looks like boredom. This guy's achieved what he's wanted to achieve and now he's bored. On to the next. And that's because of a relationship. So some of you guys might be feeling bored, or somebody else might be feeling bored. And that's because of the relationship, the Lovers. It looks like the root energy was that there was a lot of pleasure around this with this Nine of Pentacles. But I feel that the reason for that is because it came in too quickly, or maybe unexpectedly. And now you're needing to, your recent past, you've been looking to take a new beginning with this with this Fool energy, a fresh start. I think that that's because of the Hanged Man. Something stagnated within your life around this situation. Something might have come to you too easily, and it became quite stagnant and quite boring. The challenge is the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a card about being left out in the cold. It's about financial instability, but it's also about having to leave a situation behind. That could be because you've been waiting with the Seven of Coins, in which the focus is on seeking new adventures with the Page of Wands. Feeling quite excited about that, because I feel with the Hermit card, you've done a lot of introspection on this situation, and it's time kind of to go in a new journey and a new direction for you guys, which as a result of that, you guys are going to, by the end of the month, the most likely outcome is you're going to be feeling quite happy, quite joyful, wishes coming true. And why is that? Because with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel that you have a new potential that you're holding in your hand with that pentacle. In the immediate future, there's some good fortune coming to you guys. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, and that's because of the star. Something is cleansing. Something's being cleansed, but also, again, we've got a wish card here. So a wish is being granted for you, in which you're going to be feeling a lot more relaxed, a lot more, I feel that there's a lot of kind of recuperation coming in for you guys. It could be a holiday. Sometimes this can be a holiday, taking a break, for example. And it's because of the Emperor. Could be a friend around you, could be somebody who's important in your life, but it could also be because you've decided to start putting things into balance and into order. Your hopes will be for complete and utter decimation of the past, complete and utter change because of the Hierophant. It might be because of some inner knowledge that's been revealed to you with this Hierophant card. It might be because you've got a friend that's giving you some good advice. It might be because of property as well, because Hierophants can represent that. Or it might be because of some group energy going on here with the Hierophant energy. And the outcome shows the King of Wands. Could be a person around you. Could be because you've contacted that person. Three of Wands showing here. Might be this person came out of the blue with the Wheel of Fortune, but it also might be that you're feeling more confident, more assertive, more passionate, more motivated. Why is that? Because you've had the you've had the confidence to let something go, but also to launch something new. And why is that? Because of the Wheel of Fortune. I feel because some positive changes have arrived in your life by the end of August 2017. So yeah, it's a really good 2 weeks coming in for Libra. Let me know how you get on. Remember, the way that I read the cards is on the channel is to make sure that, because it's general, is to leave it open. So open to interpretation. I like to leave things open to interpretation so you can interpret in the way that you want to interpret it. Some readings will be very, very specific, and some readings will be a little bit open. But I think that, this is a really good reading. It's very, very positive. And yeah, let me know how you guys get on. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.